Check, check, 1, 2, yo, yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy, Big D. We are live here on Twitch TV on the Domosaurus Rex channel. Thank you for joining us. We're going to start off today's special edition episode here on this Saturday, September the 22nd, with a little bit of music. We got my dude, Ike Royal, Who Want It, featuring my boy, Stacks Beats from Detroit, Michigan. Shout out to Michigan. Go Blue today. We got my dog LG coming up next to start the show. Hang in there. We're talking college football. I got Coach Paulie with me. I got some other good musical acts. Stay tuned.
Stacks did the beat, boy.
Shout out Twitch TV. If you're in the channel right now, be sure to like, share, subscribe, follow. Tell everybody this is going down.
Got fish scale for anybody who want it. Got fish for sale for anybody who want it. Got fish for yell for anybody who want it. Got a clip from hell for anybody who want it. Who want it? Who want it? Who want it? Who want it? Got bricks and bells for anybody who want it. Don't need a scale, I'm blessing niggas who want it. I told you last time, this is the last time. Every time you come around, I front you mad dimes. It's dark at night, but I stay lit something like a flashlight. My eyes red, I just got in on the last flight. New York to Detroit. If I shoot, that's 3 points. My nigga Stacks on the beat, boy. Rolling blunts, I don't need joints. DC, who we be? Finna change the game, I don't mean coins. Pussy niggas I destroy. Finna trick these bitches, no decoy. Show me my opponent under your skin like some lotion. I'm on deck, who want it? That strong pack, what I'm smoking. I'm off the molly, I'm rolling. Everything's in slow motion. You could say that I'm coaching. Don't give a fuck like Oakland. La Costa Nostra, I'm talking about this thing of ours. You wouldn't understand the pain even if you seen the scars. We are not the same species, nigga, we from Mars. Exercising all these demons with my Visa card. Got fish scale for anybody who want it. Got fish for sale for anybody who want it. Got fish for yell for anybody who want it. Got a clip from hell for anybody who want it. Who want it? Who want it? Who want it? Who want it? Got bricks and bells for anybody who want it. Don't need a scale, I'm blessing niggas who want it. Currently counting this currency, surely you niggas heard of me. On the road to riches, I ain't furthering. Paid on me, nigga, that's perjury. Get it open like it's surgery. Hit me clearly like some turtle breach. Why I smoke stronger than Hercules. Get money ain't no concern to me. Yo, ho, give me that FaceTime. Might flip the script like Dateline. To get where I'm at, bro, it takes time. Niggas stuck in the trap cause they can't grind. I ain't even trying, I'm too busy turning coke to hard. I ain't even lying, if you sniff it, you would know it's raw. Asking me to break you off, what happened to that paper talk? If that shit don't make you cough, then it is not dank at all. I got a new hoe, she whip a two-dough. Watch on my wrist, that's a Hublot. I been sipping lean, no Nuvo. Heard you finally eating, nigga, kudos. Got fish scale for anybody who want it. Got fish for sale for anybody who want it. Got fish for yell for anybody who want it. Got a clip from hell for anybody who want it. Who want it? Who want it? Who want it? Who want it? Got bricks and bells for anybody who want it. Don't need a scale, I'm blessing niggas who want it.
Alright, that's my dog Ike Royal. Shout out Ike. Shout out Stacks Beats on the production there. That was their track Who Want It from the album Long Way Home. What's up, everybody? Once again, this is your boy Big D. Welcome to the show. It is Saturday. It's a special edition here of the Big D Show. We're doing some college football today. We got the day off. We got the Michigan gear on, so you know who I'm rooting for today. But we're going to give you all of Jimmy Knox's plays straight from Vegas. I got my picks for the day. And we've also got our FanDuel lineups for this afternoon. Shout out to DraftKings as well. You can use my guys from this FanDuel lineup in today's DraftKings lineup as well. So, rest in peace, Wolf here. You'll see him on the far right in that photo. So, big shout out to him. And shout out to Coachella Valley Church as well. We're going to start off today's show with one of our sponsors, Greenhawk Studios. Big shout out to Greenhawk Studios. Shout out to all of our sponsors here, FanDuel, DraftKings, NegDog.com, InfidelBodyArmor.com. If I'm forgetting to name anybody, we'll get them named later. Damn, I keep seeing Wolf pop up on the pictures, man. That's fucking me up. Trippy. Anyways, we're going to start today's show off with my dog, Lawrence Green, Greenhawk Studios. Be sure to go follow his channel here on YouTube. He needs some more subscribers. He needs some more help. Real funny dude. We love him here on the show. He is one of our biggest supporters here for everything that we do. And like I said, we're going to start it off with his comedy set, Shut Up Drunk Girl, live on the Big D Show. Video and everything this time, folks. The production here is just stepping up immensely. Shout out to NegDog.com and Coach for all the help on that. Once again, this is my boy LG. And shout out to Zobo. He was hosting this one as well. LG live, Shut Up Drunk Girl.
Yeah, a lot of shows again. Don't keep it going for Zoro. Keep it going. Let's go for Zoro, buddy. Yes, sir. What's up, DJ? I feel you, dog. Alright. Live on the tree. 40 on the white. Yo, man. My name is LG, and man, I got the fucking flow. Comes down. I got the damn flow. In my back pocket. Damn. I just drink like a rocket. And suck it. Then I come down. I'm about to toss it. Just playing goes. When I come down, I got the damn fucking crows. Down from H-Town. Got the flip of pound, man, you know what's going down. I'm gonna smoke for keys. Get me going, man, you know what I need. Take a damn break. Get me a drink, man, I got the fucking drink. Comedy. Ain't no comedy. Get me flowing, keep it going, man, got the fucking motion. Like girls when they do that. And I come back, I got to get that. That's who it is. And I come back, man, I fucking do it again. Yes, sir, 41 years old and a white boy. Now you know. Name's LG. Woo-hoo! Sobo, I love you, baby. This is my dude right here. We've done a lot of shows together, okay? This dude had me Christmas Eve up in the ghetto so hard, I started calling white boys and shit. I'm like, hey, guess what? I'm in. I'm on the set to Menace to Society. Oh my God, there's another black guy here. Hold on, see his picture? See him? He's live? Oh, it's so cool. Matt Williams, funny shit. Stephen Henry, funny shit. These guys are getting it going, y'all. What's up, drunk girl at the bar? And she's behaving now. That's so wonderful. Lucky for her ass, once I get up here, she's behaving. Trust me. Shut up. Now. So we got drunk girls from our past, right, fellas? Yeah. We got some drunk girls from our past, man. Shut up. Now, this one calls me up, and she's like, I'm coming into town. Tell your wife, because I'm married, we're about to shut the bar down. We're about to do some drugs. We're about to go crazy. I don't want to hear no shit. And I'm like, oh, Mom. that's my parents, right? Now, this is on a personal note, okay? Our parents piss us off sometimes, right? And they do it when we're kids, and like, we don't fucking like let that shit go. Shut up. We don't let that shit go. And it carries on, I love you. It carries on to our adulthood, right? So like, let me tell you a story. In 4th grade, I conned my grandma to buy Beastie Boys' License to Ill on cassette tape. I decided to be a real show-off. Said, hey dad, throw this in on the ride home. He puts in the cassette tape, plays for 15 seconds, hits eject, throws it out the window, pops me in the back of the head, says, don't ever play that shit in my fucking truck again and go clean your room when we get home. I'm mad as shit, you know, I'm in 4th grade. I can't do shit. And like that shit bothered me and I always wanted to get even with him. This past Christmas, real talk right now, real talk. My dad got leukemia, y'all. Yeah, it's okay to laugh. But that shit happens like, drunk girl. That shit happens though, right? So like, I felt so bad because like I can't lose my dad. Like I felt bad. And I went to go fly him and I saw him and shit. And we're driving back. And it's pretty sad. And the doctor calls him and says, on speakerphone, I just want to let you know your cancer's gone into remission. True story. Cancer went into remission. And I look at my dad and I said, hell yeah, let's celebrate. He goes, yes. I said, let me throw in your favorite CD. He goes, cool. I happen to have Beastie Boys' License to Ill. I put it in the CD player. I looked at him and I said, what do you think about that? Amazing thing happens when cancer goes into remission. They get their full strength and punch back. He punched me in the back of the head, took the CD out, threw it out the window and said, when we get home, go clean your fucking room. God damn. Thank you. So, family, that's what it's all about, right? Racial harmony, family, this is America. Don't look at drunk girl. One love. Don't listen to the bullshit you read on Facebook. Don't think about the bullshit people want you to think. This is America. We're all built on fucking each other over equally. Let's not do that, right? That's what it's about. Now, get the fuck off the stage and sit your ass down. Thank you. You gotta know how to handle white women, black people. I'll give you a tip. Look at the hair. Okay, that, Dolomite. My shit cashes checks with this hair, baby. That's right. We're having fun, goddammit. Okay, but here's the thing, like, Amendment 2 it passed in Florida. Medical marijuana is legal, right? Hell yeah. You went and saw my doctor? Yes, dude. He's like, I bet you suck my cock to get the fucking medical marijuana card. I'm all, what'd you say? Because we can get this shit popping every goddamn visit. Went on a family vacation. That's cool, dude. Let it out, man. Let it out. Went on a family vacation not too long ago, and went to Key West. So I'm down there, and I'm not gonna say my family member Aunt Ellen's name, but she pulls out some cocaine, and I'm hitting line after drum roll. And we're hitting line after line. I'm getting fucked up, right? And sometimes you gotta stop yourself from asking the question you should never ask, like, how did you get this in there past Florida? She goes, up my pussy? Oh. So she starts putting it away. I said, don't you put that away. It don't smell that bad. Hey, motherfuckers got a party, right? Thank you. So I got my wife a present recently. She wanted 6 months ago. She wanted a Roomba. You know what a Roomba is? A little vacuum robot and shit. Y'all seen that? It goes around your floor and vacuums up like cereal you drop. And it doesn't really pick it up. It just kind of like does the motions around it. Yeah, until the day I fucking drop some bud that I'm rolling, and this motherfucker comes between my legs, picks up fucking a huge bud under my legs, and I told my wife, I'm like, get the fuck down here and empty that vacuum bag out now. Oh, calm down, it's in there. Grabs the vacuum bag, dumps it out. There's no bud in there. Oh, you're paranoid. No. Okay, two things about me. I know how much bud I have, and I know how much beer's in the fridge. But it's not there, so I'm getting paranoid and shit. And I notice that every time I go to smoke weed, this little Roomba is fucking following me out the back door. And I'm like, son of a bitch. 2 weeks later, I'm out on the back porch with my wife, and she goes, oh my God, you're right. She's reading her smartphone, you know, the news nowadays. I go, I'm right about something. She goes, it says here, true story, people, the Roomba is actually taking dimensions and calculations of your house and gathering information and selling it to independent buyers and the government. And as soon as she said that, the Roomba hit the fucking sliding glass door. Oh my God, they're gonna fucking die, you son of a bitch. So I have a hostage in my downstairs closet now, wrapped in an empty sack. I mean, that's fucked up. Don't you dare get a Roomba because robots are gonna fucking take over, okay? Speaking of robots taking over, anybody want to hear about the time I was attacked by a robot on mushrooms? Cool. So, my sister goes out of town and she's like, watch my house, it's a badass house, have a party, have some fun. I'm like, oh yeah, no, instead I'll eat a quarter bag of mushrooms there alone. So I do. And the walls start breathing and shit, like peppers are coming and going on my face from looking in the mirror, and I'm having all these crazy thoughts and stuff. So I'm like, I gotta get in the dark room. So I go in my sister's bedroom, the lights are off, I go lunge across the bed, I fold the pillow in half, and a fucking robot snake tries to drill its way in my ear, and I grab it and I'm fighting it, I struggle, and I throw it down on the ground, and I kick it and I flip the lights on. It's my sister's vibrator. My sister's vibrator literally tried to fuck me in the side of my face. Right, drunk girl? We got time for one more. You guys good with this?
One more!
Alright, cool. Yeah, let's speak about relationships for a minute, okay? Drunk girl, shut the fuck up. So in relationships, okay? Like, I don't know how to be romantic anymore. I used to light a candle and be like, oh, man, you're pretty or whatever. That's gone now. Shut up, drunk girl. My idea now of foreplay is this. I pop the cork on your wine and I take a shower. Thank you. But if I wanted to tell you the truth, and I told my wife this, if it was up to me and my wife would let me, I would just come home and stare at her fucking vagina all day. You know, I would play with it like the girls used to have the little paper game like blue, red, 1, 2, 3, 4. Y'all remember that? That's how I treat them. Like I'd ask you questions like, yes, how many? It doesn't have to be about sex, but the vagina is so beautiful. And like I feel like such a fucking pervert because I have to fake this thing every day. Like, oh no, I wasn't in the mood for sex either. I just thought like, you know. Y'all feel me, guys? If you got a girl inside you, do not respond. Say he's a sick motherfucker. Okay? He's a fucking weirdo. I love you guys. Thank you so much for Zobo. Thank you for having me. These comedians.
With the mic dropped out. Yeah. Go ahead. No, that's how they hear it. Shout out to everyone watching and listening. That was my boy Lawrence Green here live on the Big D Show. Shout out to Greenhawk Studios, one of our biggest sponsors here on the show. I'm here joined by Coach Paul. What's going on, Coach Paulie?
What's up, everybody?
Welcome back to the show. Everybody go to domosaurusrex.com. When the show is over, go check out the page. New updated website with new and fresh material pretty much every week. You can help donate to our cause directly through our PayPal link right here and support the show. You can support us direct here on PayPal. Support us on Twitch TV. Be sure to follow, subscribe, like the channel. Be sure to subscribe to Greenhawk Studios on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you can watch the replays in case you miss the show here live ever. But we are live here on a special edition. It is Saturday, September the 22nd. If you missed out on the DJ Rated R social at Club Pachanga, you can check out the video live now on YouTube. Next upcoming show is going to be the Vibes 2018 album release party at the Blue Note in Tampa. Be sure to check that one out. It's going to be super, super lit. It's going to be a costume party. We're going to be releasing the album. Going to have prizes, performances. It's going to be super cool, so don't miss out on that. Oh yeah, we got food too, catering. So that's super dope. So getting to the show this morning, it is our special college football prediction show. We're going to give you our FanDuel plays of the day. You can be sure to use them at DraftKings as well. All you got to do is go down all the way to the bottom here. Click the links for FanDuel and DraftKings. Super easy to get involved. You'll get a special bonus when you sign up, thanks to myself and Neg Dog here. HorseRacingPark.com, same thing. And once again, shout out to Greenhawk Studios. The rest of our sponsors and affiliates will be up on the page soon. Shout out to InfidelBodyArmor.com.
Search.
Yes, The Search. Shout out to Sal at The Search. And Muzzum Backpacks as well. I got to get that up ASAP. Muzzum Backpacks. Be sure to use my promo code DREX813 and go get you a super cool backpack. If you got one of those lame backpacks that broke right at the beginning of the school year and you need something that's real deal, that's going to get you through camp and weekend, that's going to get all of your books in one bag. If you're one of those kind of guys, you need to have a bag that's going to be your carry-on because you're always on the road like me. Muzzum Backpacks. Be sure to go check them out. Promo code DREX813. So let's get to it here. Our FanDuel lineups of the day. We're going to start off with my lineup. Then we're going to go to Coach's lineup. And then from there, we'll move on to the one that we kind of collaborated on. As you can see, we got the Go Blue Nation in the building today. Michigan. We're taking them over Nebraska, who's looked absolutely awful today, or excuse me, this season.
And look for Harbaugh to run it up.
Yeah, he's going to look to run the score up, especially with people who've been talking about they're calling for his job. His offense hasn't looked very good. Scott Frost has made that Nebraska team look pitiful through the first two games. Their starting quarterback's injured over there in Nebraska. We love Michigan today. The point spread's a little bit crazy, but they're definitely pulling out the W, and I like all of their skill position players. The running backs kind of scared me off today because they have been injured over the past week. They're both probable. They're both ready to go. I just don't know who's going to dominate the touches. Nah. Shout out Franco. So we got Michigan going up over Nebraska today. So I like the quarterback, Shea Patterson. This is my personal lineup. I think he's going to put up big numbers, the transfer from Ole Miss. And I like his combination with wide receiver Donovan Peoples-Jones. He's been the big play, explosive guy here for the season. I like him to get a play-action bomb over the top after Michigan's been running the football constantly. I like him to go deep a couple times. Similar to what Deshaun Jackson's been doing for the Bucks. We've gotten that a couple of times this season, right, Coach?
Every 2 out of the 3 weeks have gone over the top, I think, for touchdowns. First play of the game, week 1. First play of the game, week 3. Don't you try it again this week and Monday night?
Oh, yeah, most definitely. And I think Michigan might exploit a similar play today with Peoples-Jones and Patterson. So moving on to the running back position, I got Mike Weber. He's the number 2 back for Ohio State playing against Tulane. I look for him to get extended PT today because they are playing a Tulane squad that is just not up to the caliber of Ohio State. Weber's kind of been the more explosive player over the first couple of weeks for Ohio State out of him and J.K. Dobbins. Dobbins gets more of the workload touches. Weber's kind of the breakaway guy. If he can get one of those long breakaway touchdown runs, look for him to be a little bit of a value at only 8,700, being an elite running back. The next two players are really my big plays for, these guys they have to come in for your lineups. If you're going to spend the money on them, they have to produce. First guy I'm going with is A.J. Dillon, running back of Boston College, going against Purdue, whose run defense has only been giving up a paltry 200 yards a game, Coach. I mean, how do you give up 200 yards a game in the rushing attack?
I mean, you're out there, you're not tackling. It's hard as a defensive coach and a player nowadays with the new tackling rules. So I understand, it's either you came to the point where you say, I'll take the first 15-yarder. You tell your defensive players. You know what I mean?
You got to kind of establish an attitude that we're stopping the run.
So they haven't established that attitude.
And that is to say the least.
Boston College traditionally has been a run dominant. Shout out to my boy Juggy Anderson, the best bet. Go get his book on Amazon if you're watching, Juggy. I've been giving him shit. Shout out everybody at Tampa Bay Tech. Shout out my boy Big Chris on the line. Pulled out the win yesterday against Hillsborough. And Coach Turner can rest one more week as a old stump.
Do you think they can pull it off?
Garcia's going for his record.
Do you think they can keep Garcia from breaking the record the rest of the season? Do you think they'll make?
He only needs 2 to beat it.
That's what I'm saying, though. Do you think that Hillsborough can go the rest of the season without Garcia breaking the record? That's going to be a lot of losses, but I do feel
they have
like
Leto lined up?
I mean, I don't know. I haven't seen the schedule. If they have a couple of easy wins, it's very, very easy.
All I know is I was rooting for Tech, and I heard he blew another one. He wasn't down on his knees because he's so short. He doesn't really have to get down on his knees. So he just blew another one. It fell up short, 28-27 Tech.
And that's your Tampa Bay high school football update. Coach Turner's record's still alive. I hope they can make Garcia wait another season.
Yeah.
That way they can say, oh, he coached X amount of seasons.
And we both played for and have seen Garcia. So, yeah.
Alrighty. So we got Sean in the chat room. You dig? Go Bucks. Yeah, most definitely.
Sean
Bucks have been strong here for us over the first couple of weeks of predictions. And adjustments are key.
Magic.
What adjustments are key, Sean? Let us know in the chat. And all we do is break records around here.
Breaking it down. Who you guys like today? Who's your picks of the day? What were your high school alumni and scores? And how about FSU and Northern Illinois? Let's talk a little bit about that.
What, FSU's only 10-point favorites
Only
at home?
10 points, folks, against Northern Illinois. I'm sorry, but as an alumni booster, today's the day you cash in. Willie Taggart, I talk with my boy.
His head's on the chopping block right now.
The old alumni, the legends of Seminole Legends. If you don't know about Seminole Legends, the hall next to Burt Reynolds Hall, the legendary Burt Reynolds Hall. Taggart doesn't win. We're quarantined.
Yeah, his head's on the chopping block.
House.
They need to score early and often this week. I like Florida State as well. I don't know if they cover the spread necessarily, but they definitely need to win this week. So getting back, we're getting close to our noon start games here, so I want everybody to have some time to put in their lineups. We got to get through all of our lineups. And so back to our running back play here, A.J. Dillon. This is supposed to be a high-scoring game. 68 points is the over-under in this one between Boston College and Purdue. That's a whole lot of points, right, Coach?
I mean, that's like 5 touchdowns each.
Not much defense.
Not much defense. Probably won't see much defense. Look for some big plays out of Boston College backs. And Purdue will have to play catch-up. So I look for them to air it out, and hopefully we have a high-scoring, exciting game.
I think it's going to be very high-scoring. I like all of the players within that game skill position-wise. I personally went with the running back A.J. Dillon against Purdue's defense, giving up 200 yards a game on the ground. Look for him to slash, dash, maybe 2 or 3 touchdowns. If he has a 3-touchdown day, he makes that salary 100% worth it. So look for A.J. Dillon to have a big game.
Big game.
Moving on, Jerry Jeudy. I've been giving you him since week 1 in the season if you've been looking at my plays. This dude has been going deep every week for Alabama. He's hooking up with Tua Tagovailoa. My philosophy has always been take the best receiver on the team over the best quarterback. One, they're usually less expensive, and two, they get more points based off of the receptions. If Tua's going to him a lot, he's going to have a lot of catches, a lot of yards, and a lot of touchdowns, and Judy's been going deep. Look for him to go over the top on Jimbo's defense, another ex-Florida State coach. What do you think about that one, Sean? I know he's saying Willie Taggart's a choke artist and overrated. He thinks they're going down to the Huskies today. What do you think about that one? Can Jimbo pull out an upset today against good old Alabama, or is Jerry Jeudy going to put up a lot of points?
I mean, I almost took Alabama's quarterback, but the price tag was just a little steep, so I had to lay off. I mean, of course, I like Jimbo Fisher as a coach, as a guy. I met him a couple times coming down Tampa Catholic, recruiting Christian Green, Chaz Green, some of the other players there. So shout out to my blue chippers, and I'll always be rooting for Jimbo. But the Saban Nation, you know, it's just Alabama and
I think they're too much.
I remember
24.5 points.
Was
is
it
the
last
spread
year or
there,
2
Coach.
years ago where they said the Bucks, Alabama could probably beat the Bucks?
I think it was 2 seasons ago,
And
right?
now those Buccaneer fans, boy,
It was when Lovey was
the
still in there.
bandwagoneer fans are out.
Garcia's on his Bucks right now.
Garcia is
like
on his
he's
Bucks.
Jameis
He's
Winston
all about
Bucks
his
right
Bucks. He's Fitzmagic. What do you think? I stacked them again, folks. You'll see my lineup tomorrow. The winning lineup, first place lineup, cashed out. You know, whenever I get these accounts, folks, anytime we get over 2,000 credits or $20, as we would say, 2,000 credits, cash out, baby. Get your check, direct deposit to PayPal, however you get your money. Go get it. Don't wait.
So Sean's saying here, Sean the intern on the in the chat room, and shout out to everybody in the chat room and everybody watching. He said he hasn't bet against Bama since 2010. 24.5 points is the spread. Texas A&M going into Bama. Do they cover that in an SEC game? I mean, that's tough.
That is a lot of chalk right there.
That's a lot.
And there's some chalk out there today, so choose wisely.
And most of the games, guys, are 7-point spreads. So a lot of these games are supposed to be close and high scoring. A lot of these it's the start of a lot of conference games. It's the end of a lot of the out of conference games where the teams are trying to get one last, good win in or getting their last paycheck in. So there's a lot of variety, but a lot of the spreads are going to be really close. And 24.5 points is a lot of points. I don't know if I can go against them.
Yeah, that's three touchdowns and a field goal plus another score you're gonna have to get. So,
And Sean, I believe you there on the fantasy team. We've been killing it in daily fantasy with the Bucks players. So you guys will see our NFL lineups today.
I stack Fitz.
But we are talking college today. Let's get back to this college action. We're starting in 20 minutes here. Donovan Peoples-Jones, like I said, going along with Shea Patterson, going deep today. At tight end, I took Albert Ogwubunum. I gave you the quarterback, Drew Lock, last week from Mizzou. He had a big game. He's a senior. He's been their starter now for 3 years. Look for him to carry this team over Georgia if they have any chance. This is one of those teams that's supposed to be hanging around for that SEC title picture. This is going to be a game that's really going to prove if they're title worthy. Can they take down the Bulldogs? This game's supposed to be high scoring from what I've seen in the spread and from the numbers from Vegas. Don't believe in Georgia's defense. Mizzou is an offensive machine, and I look for Albert here to get some action in the red zone, maybe get a touchdown. And last but not least, I took at the super flex position quarterback Jonathan Banks for Tulane. They've been going deep early and often this season. He's had a little bit of problem finding the connection with his targets, playing a lot of these out-of-conference teams. Ohio State will not be any easier, especially in the horseshoe, but he has some talented receivers. Look for him to be throwing the ball a lot today as OSU is going to put up a ton of points. Tulane's going to try and stay with them. He's going to have to put up big numbers for them to have any sort of chance. And I look for him to have a decent day, especially at only 6,700 at the quarterback. That's super effective. I hope he can get me 18 to 20 points today. So that is my lineup for today.
Yeah, a little
Let's-
information for you equipment and uniform geeks. I think Mizzou's coming out in their color rush uniforms too. And I think they're laying like 12 or 13 points in that game in Georgia. So
They are at home. It's
They're at
It's a
home.
long trip for a Southeast Conference game. That and Texas A&M were those two teams that got added in a couple of seasons ago. And no, I did not practice that last name. It's the first time I've ever done that. Thank you for noticing.
But
So-
we have had the Oyagumiyes and the Omuariyes over the years.
We just
so
know
shout
how
out
to do it.
to
Shout out my
possibly
guys.
the best corner in
College
college
football.
football right there. Teammate, blue chipper, Gator Cowboy, Amani Oruwariye.
Yeah, making noise at Penn State. Probably one of the top prospects for next year's draft at the cornerback position. Let's get to Coach's lineup here. Coach, I like your lineup a ton. I watched you pick it this morning. Give us a little bit of some explanation here. I see you got a couple of the guys that I
Yeah.
actually took. AJ
It's college
Dillon, so-
football, and if I can run that bone or that option, I'm running that option. I went with Georgia Tech's quarterback who loves to call his own number. We saw him in the USF game. Now he's settled in as the main starter. He had over 100 and something yards rushing. Doesn't throw the ball much, but why do you need to throw the ball when you're calling your own number, scoring touchdowns, and grounding it up?
If he can
Controlling
be
the clock.
effective throwing the ball too, he's had a little bit of struggle throwing, but if he can connect a couple of those passes, he's already averaging 25 points a game. There's no reason that can't get any better.
Don't look if you're looking for him to pass. Don't pick him as your quarterback. Option quarterback. His best game is going to be running that option, running that magic show back there, and keeping the ball. Looking to call his number first. Everything else is just trickeration. So that's what I love about him.
Coach, I got to stop you for 1 second. We're putting it on record here because it's in the comments. Sean the Garcia says, if Georgia falls, I'm running down Bruce B. Downs naked. We're putting it on record. So, yeah, we're
man.
holding you to it, kid.
Sean the intern, get ready.
AJ Dillon, we already went over him in my lineup as well. Should have a big day against Purdue. Coach, continue on here. I see you got Letty Brown from West Virginia.
Yeah, Letty Brown averaging close to 20 points, fantasy points a game. You know, I like to run the ball. It doesn't take much to figure it out, folks. I know the game has changed. Everyone wants to get in the spread, chuck the ball around. But football still goes back to in the trenches, basic football. As you move up levels, yeah, it's more speed game. But when I'm still in the college level and I can still do what I like to do, which is run the ball, I'm going to go with the guys who can ground it out, get the touches, 20 touches a game, 30 touches a game, control the game, and ground out those points. Hopefully late in the game, break away with a nice long touchdown for you guys with your fantasy distant point scoring.
And that's very possible. West Virginia, one of those teams who is very spread oriented. Of course, they've got Will Greer, former Florida quarterback. I know Sean the intern's missing a quarterback over there for his Gators. But
Greer's over there now. Huh?
yeah, he's been absolutely killing it. Probably the top-ranked quarterback. He has the actual top salary today in all of FanDuel points there. You see him up at the top. And Letty Brown had 100 yards last week. He is splitting touches, but very explosive. When he gets his touches, he's going to take advantage of them. And if they are up early, you're going to look for Coach to go ahead and actually pound the rock, get a lot of those touches, get to that 20-touch mark late when they're up against Kansas State. I like for West Virginia to take over.
Nobody's using Greer.
Too damn expansive.
Yeah, you got too much coinage.
That's why I didn't take Drew Lock, to be honest with you. So moving on, Rondale Moore. We talked about Purdue versus Boston College. One of those wide receivers, one of the top points per game guys in all of the players available today. I think that's a
look for
good
him
pick
to get
there.
touches. Like I said, Purdue probably going to have to play catch up, probably going to have to stay in this game and have to throw the ball around. So look for him to get many of opportunities, many balls thrown his way, possibly a couple long balls.
Sean said Greer had the Gainesville curse.
That's how it's going. You know, what's up with Gainesville? Shout out my boy Malik Davis. Take him as a back if you got the money. I look for him to have a big game today. Are they at home in Gainesville today?
I'm not sure. I haven't looked at those games.
haven't seen
I really only
the
checked
Gators
out
off today.
the FanDuel lineups. They didn't have a majority of the games. They kind of narrowed it down for a lot of people. That's one of the things I like about DraftKings a little bit better is they have more expansive lineups. But we went with FanDuel today because they've been showing us some love, and we told them we'd go exclusive. Next
And
week
we
we
got
might
credits because I won first place last week.
go, and we're killing it. So
It's magic.
is it too early for a Miller Lite? Yes, it is. You drank an 18-pack.
No, that's 11:45. Are you inside or outside right now?
That's the question. If you're inside,
if you're
yes.
outside tailgating, if you're inside, you better go out on your patio or in your Florida room, take the dog for a walk, then you can have it, all right? If you're inside, just on your couch, on the computer, with the TV on and a bag of chips, then you need to grab a bottle of water, son.
Get a water.
You gotta hydrate before the game!
Hydrate up. So moving on, Jeff Smith and Kobe White, the two wide receivers from Boston College. Up there in the salary, Coach. You really believe in this Boston College offense today, don't you?
Well, it's not as much as I believe in their offense as I don't believe in the Purdue defense. Lowly ranked in the NCAA defense, giving up a lot of yardage and points, along with, yes, Boston College's consistent game. They have certain athletes that they're going to go to and use, so that's what I like about them. There's no mystery there. Those are their playmakers, for you gamers out there. They're the guy with the star underneath them. You know what I mean? Your captains, your playmakers. So fantasy, that's who I want to get in there, not your streaky. Sometimes if you're going to take a risk on your lower salary guys, yeah, you take a risk with the guy that might go deep a couple times. You might not catch as many balls, but if he does, he's going deep. Today, I went with the guys that are getting the touches, are just going to be your playmakers, and you'll see through 4 quarters the points add up.
Most definitely. And last but not least, I think he took another wide receiver here at the super flex position, Dalton Schoen for Kansas State, going against that West Virginia defense.
Yeah, and I took him because of the salary that I had left, and the super flex position gives you an option. I was close to taking a cheaper quarterback, but going against a cheaper quarterback going against a higher ranked defense on the road is not as optimal as a number 1 receiver who might get them looks being down in a game. So that's when you look in. You want to look at point spreads. You want to look at who's advantage, who might be getting the favorite to win. So if they're a favorite, 2 touchdown favorite teams, the receivers on those other teams are going to get some looks because that team more than likely is going to get up, maybe get their backups in the second half, and the starters on the team that's big underdogs are going to be out there the whole game. And they're there to collect a check, folks.
And one of the reasons we went with Schoen in that lineup is because in our joint lineup here that we'll get through real quick, we do have quarterback Skylar Thompson, a little bit more expensive, couldn't afford him in that super flex role in the other lineup. We look for him to hook up a couple of times with Schoen, hopefully to try and keep West Virginia in the game. You'll see him here at the 8,100 salary mark. I think that's a perfect spot for him to kind of be a value play. We kind of went with the mid-level players throughout this lineup in order to give us opportunities from stars on teams that maybe aren't as high up in the rankings but are going to continue to carry their offensive load. At the quarterback position, we did take quarterback Sam Ehlinger from Texas. He led us to that win in our lineup that we had over the USC team last week in a good game that was. I look for him to have another big game against TCU if they're going to have a chance to compete in what's a big rivalry game. I do like TCU's running back. Of course, if you saw that 96-yard touchdown run against Ohio State last week, you know how explosive he is.
How about the trick play of the week too, where the guy laid down? I don't know if y'all saw it. He laid down in the end zone, and they threw it back to him, and he was gone 100 yards.
I mean, they've got weapons, and I look for this one to be high scoring. Take some guys from both of those teams if you want to combo some other people. Running back, we told you about Letty Brown already, real explosive. Wide receiver, Rondale Moore, Coach had him in his lineup. I look for him to have a big day as well today. The other wide receiver position, I had to take him. I love his name, Lil Jordan Humphrey. His name is Lil Jordan.
Are they in Jordan?
His name is Lil Jordan Humphreys. What's up, Cadrion343? This is the Big D Show. Welcome to the chat room. If you've never been here before, we talk about daily fantasy sports. We talk about the predictions for the games. It's a special edition today. We're talking college football. We usually don't do Saturdays, but we're going to work it in every other Saturday. We think
Wrapping up Friday Night Light football,
we
high
do
school games.
Sunday NFL action every Sunday, so be sure to check that out as well. Be sure to follow, subscribe. Go check out the YouTube channel as well. We do it all here on the Big D Show. So shout out to you. Thanks to the welcome to the show. And we've got Lil Jordan Humphrey. Like I said, look for him to connect with Sam Ellinger today. And be a nice 1-2 punch. Wide receiver KJ Hill for Ohio State, kind of the forgotten man in that offense. Look for him to have a big day against Tulane, whose defense is atrocious. And we already told you about Skylar Thompson in the super flex position. I do want to get to some more music here before we go back to our plays for the day. We got about 10 minutes left here in the show before the games start today, so I want to have my boy El Franco. We're playing his song "Like" off his album "So High." Check this out. This is the Big D Show. We'll be right back.
Adrian's the artist.
It's El Franco the cocaine, baby, man. Yeah. Down girl, I like the way you moving. How you do it? I like the way you moving. How you do it? I like the way you moving.
DinosaurusRex.com. Check me out.
Down girl, I like the way you moving. How you do it? I like the way you moving. How you do it? Bad bitch, I'ma tie your real bone. That shit looking mighty nice. I ain't got you, but just give me one night. We'll be caked up to the sunshine. Body hand in some loud, that's a fun time. Wife is steady, yeah, that pussy, it's just mine. Then my baby do not touch mine. Damn girl, I like the way you moving. How you do it? Get that pussy, I slow it. She got a nigga on whoa. I turn it down to the floor. How you dancing? I wanna take you home, fucking nigga. Fuck that nigga, be like sugar, red no. Real romantic, but I keep it fucking railroad. Smoking loud, goddamn, I have a earphone. Wake up and it fake time, and I ain't talking about no cell phone. Down girl, I like the way you moving, how you do it. How you doing that shot? How you do it? I like the way you moving, how you do it. Clap it out like a round the block. I clap it out like a round the block. Hey.
All right. My dog El Franco Wapo, the cocaine baby, man. Welcome everybody to the show. It's Nag Dog, and I am live here with Big D on today's episode of the Big D Show. We're going over your FanDuel fantasy plays of the day. Go to DinosaurusRex.com, scroll down, click on the FanDuel tab, and get 2 free entries. Okay, folks, and you get a free entry into Sunday's Pick'em, $10,000 every week for free. Go to Dinosaurus Rex, scroll down, click on the FanDuel link, sign up. If you make a deposit, I believe $20, they'll match you up to $20, but you don't even have to. You can just sign up, play for free. You can play for real money. We give you the picks every weekend. We give you the winners, folks. Cash out, play, have fun, and win.
Winning.
That's my promo for today.
Shout out to Neg Dog.
Is that a good wrestling promo?
Great promo.
All right.
NegDog.com, one of our sponsors here on the Big D Show. Shout out to Sean the intern. Shout out Cadrian for joining us today. Shout out my boy El Franco. That was his song. Like, damn girl, I like the way you moving, how you do it.
Smack that ass like a round of applause.
That's that jam. I was feeling it too. That's off his album So High. Go check that out on YouTube, DinosaurusRex.com. I did all the production on that one along with the Taskmaster, so shout out to them. So yeah, getting back to some college football action here. We've got about 5 minutes left in the show today before the actual game starts. So I want
the
to
Gators are at Rocky Top at
Rocky.
Tennessee.
Are they gonna blow it like they did against Tennessee? Kentucky.
Man, Tennessee seems this is a tougher game than Kentucky.
Kentucky's kind of been on the way up though. They got some good players. I don't know if Tennessee's at that same level right now.
Top 100,000 plus.
Tennessee's always been a team
always
that's
at that level.
but they always kind of seem to blow it, especially recently. They haven't been very good in years.
It's not Florida. That's why you get to pick and choose. They get first picks in Tennessee.
I mean, that's
Okay.
all right. So, who do you like in that game? I don't know the spread in that one. Sean, let us know if you know.
You know Sean by the Gators.
Gators.
Go Gators.
Go Gators.
You got cutoffs. He said he was outside, so he can have his beer.
You can have a beer.
Yeah, you can have. Do you have cutoffs on?
If you're
What do you
tailgating,
want
you
now?
can have a beer, toast up. Let's get to our picks here. 5 minutes before the show. Excuse me, the game start. Let's get them in so people can get their bets in. Purdue versus Boston College. We've been talking this game all day. Purdue's at home, plus 6.5 points. Who do you like, Coach?
I like the home dog. Buy it up to 7. I think it's going to be an exciting game. Going to go down to the end. But 7 points at home is too many points. There's a couple of nice home dogs today. I'm about them home dogs. So I got a couple of nice ones for you today, folks. So my pick in that one is Purdue. Buy it up to 6.5. You might wait till kickoff. It might go to 7. If not, buy it at 6.5. Buy it up to 7. It's a 2 cannoli play.
And we're about right there at kickoff. Go play it right now. Buy it up to 7 points. Don't hesitate. Purdue at home covers the spread. I like Boston College to win the game, though. Sean says Gators by 1,000. I don't think so. Moving on to the next game. North Carolina at home versus Pitt, plus 3.5 points. Who do you like in this one, Coach? I think this was your play of the day, if I'm not mistaken.
3.5. I love North Carolina. Getting the points at home, it's about even. They're giving them the home field advantage. So I like, again, North Carolina. Give me the home dogs. It's going to be loud there. It's going to be hot. And they're going to be playing with a little bit of hurricane relief behind them, maybe. The Underground Sports Network, always giving you information you need, not that you already know, folks.
I never even took that one into account. I was just taking into account the fact that Pittsburgh has about the weakest passing game in all of the NCAA right now in D1. They've looked atrocious on offense. Their running game's all right, but North Carolina plus 4, if you can buy it up to it, is definitely the play I would take. 3.5 is also good. Get them at 3.5, though, and you should be sitting pretty as well. I like North Carolina today to cover. I don't know if they win, but, possible upset play as well there. What do you think, Coach? Can they upset Pitt at home today?
I always play my round robin, so if you can get them, always take the home dog straight in case they can pull the home upset. Take them straight, plus the points, then round robin them in a parlay. So now you got a 3-team action out of the 2. If you hit 2 out of 3, boom, you parlay it, and now you multiply. Remember these plays, folks.
And our last play of the day, straight from Vegas, Jimmy Knox, the guy,
The man.
the underground sports king, giving us our play
6-1 documented
of
on the year.
the day
Big shot special.
at home, plus 16.5 to cover. He's taking Georgia Tech against Clemson.
Look for Tech, like I said, to control the ball with their triple option play, giving Clemson problems on defense. Clemson offense will put up the points, but like Georgia Tech has shown all year, they will answer with their triple threat option, given you can't practice against this, Coach. I don't care how you line up. I don't care who you put on your offense. You can't duplicate what Tech's going to do out there because this is what they do.
They are a well-oiled machine. I don't care how great Clemson's defense is at shutting down these spread options and these regular offenses that you practice against. You cannot stop what Georgia Tech does on a day in and day out basis here. I don't like Georgia Tech to actually beat Clemson today, but I do love them to cover. That's Jimmy Knox's play of the day. Like he said, they're going to control the ball. They're going to make Clemson adjust what they normally do. They're not going to allow them to get into that high-tempo offense that they like to be in. Kelly Bryant, their starting quarterback, was actually hurt last week. They have the long-haired surfer boy, Trevor Lawrence, actually came into the game last week to lead them to a victory. Who's starting this week? I think it's a game time decision whether or not Kelly Bryant's actually going to play. Look for Trevor Lawrence to have a difficult time as well if he has to come in. Georgia Tech, not the greatest defensive team, but that's not the problem. If they can control the ball on offense and continue to move and push with Taquan Marshall, who we do like as one of our fantasy plays today, look for them to go ahead and cover that massive point
Sean,
spread.
we got Hooters, 10 wings, a dozen wings bet on the Northern Illinois FSU game. Talking that smack on there. Back it up, Gator. Are you wearing your cutoffs?
Yeah, there's absolutely no way Northern Illinois beats FSU today.
I'll give you the 9.5.
Yeah, I think they cover the spread too, to be honest with you. I think
That's my other play.
Willie's out for redemption today. I'm not as confident in that one, but I definitely do like for.
All right, folks, we are live. It is game time.
Winning. Shout out to everybody today.
Everybody here. We can go a couple minutes of overtime. We got 5 live viewers still here.
Yeah, we're gonna play a little music to end today. I just want to close it down. Anybody got some last words in the chat room? Be sure to say your last words here.
Trying to get this monetized as Twitch so we can get our sponsors, our affiliates here, so we can do this every day, folks. You know what I mean? Bringing you information you need, not that you already know, documented. Go back, look at the replays. If you don't believe us, folks, we're killing them. Your old man's got you by the balls. Your bookie's calling you every day. But we can help you. We got our bailout specials. We got our lead pipe locks. We got our 4 or 5-star cannoli plays here every week. And our FanDuel plays of the week. And tomorrow, if you watch my show on Thursday, you got to hit me up on Facebook. You got to find me. It's coded. Okay? Gambino. Find me on Facebook. You see my play on Thursday. I had 1 player going. We're already in the money. And you're going to see my plays for tomorrow, my lineup.
There's
We're
the
already
lineup.
in
It's
the
right
money.
there.
There it is, folks. Documented.
You can't
This
give
is
me
no
the line.
bullshit.
Can't
We
give me the
show it to
lineup
you.
yet, though.
We'll give
That's
you
for
the rest of
tomorrow.
the lineup if you didn't see tomorrow. Meg Dog here, I'm signing out.
Big shout out to Neg Dog. Sean said that Northern Illinois is going to smack FSU. Highly doubtful once again. If you are new to the stream, thank you for watching. My name's D-Rex again. This is me right here, DomosaurusRex.com. Just go check it out.
Really you?
It is me. I'm also Big D. I know
Not a
people.
clone.
I'm not a clone.
We don't
People
believe in clones.
people thought I was 2 different people for a long time. I had them fooled. I had them tricked on
You
my
didn't even
record.
change your voice.
I mean, don't ask and don't tell. So anyways, go check me out
You
here.
don't gotta be Columbo to figure it out.
Nobody
Or Matlock.
nobody stated it ever on the 3 years that we had our blog talk show. We're live with you here on the video now on Twitch TV. Like I said, go check out DomosaurusRex.com. Go blue today. Coach likes FSU. Missouri's uniforms are raw, according to Sean. I like for them to actually, that's my upset of the day. I look for them to beat Georgia. Well, go check out the rest of the website. Next show coming up, Vibes album release party at the Blue Note in Tampa. Get your pre-sale tickets now. It's a costume party. We're giving out prizes. It's going to be super dope. Donate now on PayPal and go check out our sponsors and affiliates. Buy a song. Join now on FanDuel and DraftKings. Join at horseracingpark.com. Go subscribe to Greenhawk Studios. Shout out LG. Thanks to everybody for watching.
Every play, every view helps.
And whatever you can do helps out, man. And we're gonna
keep rolling in. We can keep contributing to you guys. So let's go.
most definitely. We're gonna end today's show with my dog Geo Drinks. Shout out Chicago. This is his song Level 2 off his EP, The Eccentric Surfer. For Coach, for Sean the Intern, I'm your boy Big D, aka DomosaurusRex.com. We'll tune in later. We'll see you tomorrow, 11 to 12, for our NFL plays of the day. Check you out.
You wanna reach cloud now? Well, I got a few options. 2 of those, one of these a little, this would take effect in due process. The catch to it though is that you always gotta keep a cool conscience. Let a zone settle in. If you do, baby, we can move mountains. I ain't lying, it's the guy with the chin head that look like Mufasa's. Bad Spanish bitch in my face, and she got some huge chachas. I don't need a whole army, only hang around with my true partners. I can vouch for the company I keep, and I know who the ops is. When that liquor hits my blood, I become obnoxious. Tell your girlfriend, fuck her up, get my cock kissed. Puffin' dope smoke out of weird ass objects. Feeling wavy, and this bitch in the vibes is very laid back. If a nigga own nonsense, blowing my buzz, get the guy which will stomp his teeth from his jaws. I mean, eat where your heart is, then find me a breezy to get lost in.
Tell me right just where you wanna be.
Yeah,
I'ma take you to exactly where you wanna go. Say you want experiences of a fantasy.
yeah,
All that I can think of is the only place I know. Level 2, level 2, level 2, level 2.
I've been trying to.
2, level 2, level 2, level 2.
I've been trying to keep my mind off my exes. By partying hard, doing highs, I don't normally practice. Got to the end of this bottle, but I can't find a message. Well, I guess when you get around to it, you can tell God texted. In the meantime, me, her, and her gon' share a mattress. Take a big shot at this Henny, then I go on adventures. Still run with the same gang to the grave, I don't set trip. Tell my homeboys I'ma make it right now, no exceptions. It's a blessing. Talk to like 10 girls and they be extra when they know that my fiance is absent. Pop a flat and get her wrong, bitch some access. She was over there making these freaky gestures. Now she on my line all the time being bested. Man, I came up, I got her through the trenches. Wish I could get somebody to sketch this moment. I'm focused and feeling electric.
Tell me right just where you wanna be.
Yeah,
I'ma take you to exactly where you wanna go. Say you want experiences of a fantasy.
yeah,
All that I can think of is the only place I know. Level 2, 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 level 2.
All right. That was my dog Geo Drinks. Once again, shout out to everybody for tuning in. I might go live a little bit later. We might play some Skullgirls or maybe some Brawlhalla. Maybe we might try and get War Thunder working. Shout out my boy Sean the Intern again. Shout out Neg Dog. Shout out to everybody for tuning in. We're gonna stop this stream for the time being. Be sure to subscribe, like, follow, tune in. Be sure to tell your friends.